Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Happy 4th of July. I wanted to take this week's video and just to celebrate America's 244th birthday. I want to talk about like 4 or 5 things that I'm thankful for as an American. Things that are uniquely American and makes our country great. So anyway, here's some of my thoughts. Hope everybody enjoys the video. Alright guys, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was our freedom of speech. It's a right that's enshrined in the First Amendment. And a lot of Americans forget those rights aren't granted by the government. Those are granted by the Creator or by natural law, however you want to see it. And they're only enshrined and protected by the Constitution. Right? We don't derive our rights from the government. We create the government to protect our rights. But one of the reasons that freedom of speech is uniquely American is they don't have that in most any other country. A lot of people think that Canada and Europe have free speech, and they don't have free speech in the American sense. Criticizing somebody or a religion or a certain group of people is freedom of speech. In a lot of Western countries, that'll get you put in jail. In America, that's not the case as of 2020 anyway. Right now we still have our freedom of speech, and hasn't been infringed upon as of yet. But anyway, that's the first thing. And don't let, regardless of what anybody else tells you, most other countries don't have freedom of speech. In the West and in the Middle East, you criticize certain things, they'll put you in jail. All right, everybody. Second thing I want to talk about is American generosity. A lot of people don't realize it. America is one of the most generous nations, the most generous people on earth. We give more to charity than most nations. We're definitely in the top 5. Should look that up probably, but Americans give a lot to charity because we're very giving people. But we'd want to give it of our own volition. We don't want the government to take it from us and give it to somebody else. What I choose to give is my choice. And Americans do real well in that category, especially Christian Americans. One way to put it would be the people who are clinging to their guns and their religion. They're the ones that are giving the most charity. But our generosity and our good hearts are one of the things that make us great people. So it's getting kind of windy out here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear me, but I'm here in Salmiya. Talk about number 3. That view I showed you is from the beach of Salmiya, looking back towards Kuwait City. You can see the Kuwait towers and all of the Kuwait skyline. Number 3 I want to talk about is the right to bear arms. The Second Amendment. Americans have a unique right to own firearms. It's something the founding fathers enshrined in the Constitution. And again, people need to remember that these rights aren't granted by the Constitution or granted by the government. These are natural rights given to us by God or the Creator, however you want to look at it. And they're only protected by the Constitution, not granted by the government. But a lot of people would say, you know, having so many firearms is dangerous. And you're right, it is. But freedom in general is dangerous. Freedom of speech is dangerous. Freedom to own firearms is dangerous. I believe it was Thomas Jefferson who said, "I prefer dangerous freedom to peaceful slavery." And a lot of people who aren't Americans probably will never understand that, but it's just part of our culture. It's ingrained in our society, just from our birth as a nation, fighting against the British. But also, just to, some people might say, why do you need firearms? But all you have to do is look in the news in America, what's going on right now, the riots, and you see plenty of reasons why you need to own an AR-15 or a 30-round magazine. All right, guys, the 4th and final thing I want to talk about was our high standard of living in America. I think a lot of Americans take that for granted. They don't realize how good we have it, or they don't think about it anyway. even the poorest in America have smartphones, and big screen TVs, they have air conditioning, and vehicles. A lot of the world doesn't have that. I think like a third of the world lives on less than $2 a day. That's something we should really be thankful for, and makes me glad to be an American. All right, everybody, I wanted to take a second to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Not my best production for sure. A lot of uhs in it, a lot of pauses, but I wanted to do something. Everything's going on in America. Take time to celebrate the 4th of July. Hope you guys are all having a great Independence Day. This is definitely not time to be part of the silent majority. Time to stand up and be counted. Everything going on. All right. But anyway, I hope you guys have a happy 4th of July. Till next time, take it easy.